Hey y'all, it's Abundant Empress Tarot. Back to do another reading. We're going to get some messages from your person. We're going to be using my personal deck. Say what you need to say, Oracle deck. This card deck will be on sale shortly on Etsy. I'll let y'all know. Alright, Spirit, what does the collective person want to say to them currently? Changes have to be made to move forward. So this is y'all saying this to your person. The old way ain't working. Basically is what you're saying to your person. I said what the person want to say to y'all. Right? Okay, they agree with you that separation was necessary, is necessary. It was getting to be a bit much. Or the divine initiated this separation. Some of y'all might not want to hear that, but the divine knows what's best for you. God knows what's best for you. Your higher self knows. Your ancestors know what's best for you. Some is, y'all, your ancestors sat there and got with your other person. Y'all, they parlayed and sat there and said, this ain't going to work. This is not going to benefit our lineage. Wow. Anything else? Y'all weren't in alignment. Y'all were in illusions. And your person might be saying your silence is deafening. You probably done gave up. You probably say, I don't give a flying F anymore. You've done all you could. And then now, you had to remove yourself from the particular situation. You were forced to move yourself from a particular situation. You were forced to look at the truth instead of looking at these illusions. You might have been... you may feel as though you're bamboozled. Now give me one question. Another deck from yours truly. These will be on sale shortly if you're interested. Shameless plug. What does my collective's partner... This is not no... I just want to put this out. This is not from a partner that used to beat you up, emotionally abuse you, recklessly, day in and day out. We're not talking about those exes. They can go straight to HE double hockey stick real quick. We're not talking about them. But it's like a connection. Y'all just couldn't get in this on the right page. It was, if you will, maybe the wrong time. Because quiet as it's kept, your soulmate can be an a-hole as well, especially if they're not fully evolved. Not just your karmics. There's such a thing as meeting your soulmate at the wrong time. Or you might not be ready to receive. There's such a thing as misalignments. Or not being on the same path. And sometimes our soulmates are only here to show us one thing, two things. They're different from a karmic. But our soulmates sometimes can be just as toxic as karmics. Sorry to break it to some of y'all. All right. What's the question from your person? You got two questions. What we got? What are your flaws? They might see you in a perfect light, and that's an illusion all by itself. And does this align with where I am going? Divine's repeating itself. Divine separated y'all because y'all weren't in alignment. Y'all weren't on the same page. Ethel. At all. You weren't on the same page. What you got for your person? What do you want to say to them? What kind of questions you got? Or this was the reason for the separation. Y'all know your lives, I don't. Y'all know your situation, I don't. So, reverse the characters. Don't make nothing fit. But if this is you asking, does this align, and that's why you separated yourself, you knowing their flaws and you're asking them, what's your flaws? Like, you get where I'm going with it. You are asking, what are you willing to leave behind? Who should? I have to get a tarot card for that. Any other questions you have for your person? Is it really that serious? So y'all both got a lot going on in your mind. This is looking like a him or them versus you reading, but I'm not going to do that. So you just take the characters, switch them around if you need to, the whole 9. You know your lives. You know the rest. Clarify. Hold on, what we got? Because this can go for either of y'all, these questions, this conversation. I don't know if I'm posting this. This is not flowing like the way I thought it was, but the cards came out for a reason. Clarify for my collective and their person, whomever they're thinking about, whomever they felt like they had a deep connection with. Clarify, what are you willing to leave behind, and changes have to be made to move forward. You know what? That goes hand in hand. Some of them, or some of y'all, whoever this belongs to, it takes it takes great strength to get outside of your comfort zone. To admit that your way is not working, what you thought your belief systems are not tainted, that's the word, are, they're not working for you. That ain't the word I want. I want something else. It's not bringing you the justice. The justice is in reverse. You're seeing things one-sided. That could be you or your person, or both of y'all. You think you're not looking at the situation fairly. Not willing to balance out the scales. That's some of y'all who are saying, is it really that serious? Or it could be your person saying, is it really that serious? And in their mind, and a lot of us have this habit of thinking, just because you don't see it as a serious situation or a serious infraction, that means the other person should feel the exact same way. And that's not true. We all go through our own ups and downs. We all go through our own trials and tribulations. And then they differ some more based off of our upbringing, based if we are male or female, based if some traumatic issue happened while we were children or early adulthood, the whole 9. You get what I'm saying? Some of y'all, or some, your person, need to leave behind the past. With this, what are you willing to leave behind? Leave behind the old you, the old way of thinking, the old way of doing things. And yes, it is that serious. Anything else, Spirit? What is this? Does this align with where I am going? Like I said before, some of y'all said no, made a decision, made a judgment call, and separated yourselves. Realized that the separation was necessary because this person wasn't recognizing their flaws, or you were recognizing your own flaws. If you got a habit, some of y'all might have a habit of being Captain Save 304. Just saying. Wanting to save people from themselves, not just in relationally either. You got a bad habit of doing that, and that is a major flaw. Some of y'all, I know you're here. I just want to help people. Sometimes you can't help people who don't want to help themselves. You can't help people who don't want to see, who didn't ask for your help and don't want your help. You can't help those people. You can't care more about their life and their consequences more than the other person, whoever needed that. Anything else? Spit ups. It's going quicker than I thought. 20 minutes. For some of y'all, you've reached the completion, and it's time for you to let go of this person, and vice versa. There is no more going back, especially to the old way. If y'all constantly fight and argue and never come to a resolution, time out for that. Some of y'all may have realized that during this separation. Or your person may have been like, you know what, I cannot keep lying. I can't keep, the gig is up. For either you or your person, the gig is up. You're going to have to sit there and give each other grace. You're going to have to sit there and admit your mistakes. You're going to have to... You're going to have to be more aware of your patterns and your, devil energy, your dark side, why people may leave, why you left, or why that person left. Take it how it resonates to you. Clarify the solutions. What's the solutions? Secrets with this moon card, honey. Somebody was not being true to how they feel, not being true in where they are, where they were or where they are, how they felt about another person, how they felt. Somebody with the 7 of Swords is that somebody was in too deep. Whether you or the other person, it started off as a lie. It could have been a third-party situation that didn't come out, but you thought this was going to be a fun time, not a long time. And then some people have this habit. Oh, I'm going to keep my distance. I'm going to hold a carrot, but I'm going to still keep my distance. I want them, but on my own terms, when I get ready, and the more you stay around and the longer you are, they'll be like, well, they'll be here forever, so I can take my sweet old time. And then one day, that person ups and says, you know what? The other person says, I gotta go. Deuces. They recognize their worth, or they get tired or something. Life happens, and they're just like, you know what? I can't be bothered. And then all of a sudden, the other person's like, oh, I can't lie no more. Oh, I gotta move. Oh, maybe I should have changed that. Oh, it really was that serious, whatever they were complaining about. Some people, you gotta get it together, honey, because who got time for that nonsense? Not I, said the cat. Any final messages? Because, what? Any final messages between you and your person? for y'all or individually or what. Some of y'all listen deeply and you're being guided to move forward and move in a different direction. For others of you, your person is realizing that they lost a good thing or maybe losing a good thing. I don't know your lives. I don't know your relationship. You do. It could be you feeling this like you're losing a good thing. Switch the characters however it fits in your story. Don't force it. If it don't resonate, it don't resonate. If only half of it resonates, then that's what it is. Anything else? Oh, shit. Okay, that's too many cards. That's 5 cards. Anything else? Some of y'all need to ground yourselves, or your person may need to ground themselves. Get to know themselves. Get to know yourself. Get to know your star player, which is you. At the end of the day, all you got is you. You may not... If falling on this, is it that really serious? A lot of people don't know their habits, good or bad. Some people are a little delusional about their bad habits. They don't understand the pain they cause, the dysfunction they cause, the chaos they cause when they do something. And then they turn around and don't understand the reactions from the other person. Does that make sense? So they can be disillusioned. They can be in illusions about who they are and what they bring to the table. They be saying, I'm a great guy. I'm a good guy. I'm a nice guy. I'm a wonderful woman, not knowing that you are straight vile when you don't get your way. Straight disrespectful and you don't get your way. You throw temper tantrums. Or you're dismissive. You're cold. And usually when a person don't know themselves, they can't fully understand the person that they're dealing with. If the person you're dealing with is cool, calm, and collected 85% of the time, and then all of a sudden they start snapping, it's not because they had a bad day. Sometimes. They're snapping based off of your actions and the buildup. And some people miss that part. They're just focused on your reaction, not what they did. Which is a serious pet peeve of mine. That's why I raise my vibrations. After a while, I can't deal. I cannot deal. And it takes great strength to look at yourself in a situation, look at what you've been lying to yourself about. It takes great strength to sit there and admit that you have that you're the reason for the chaos, for the dysfunction, for the breakdown of a relationship, or part of the problem. You may not be 100%, but it takes great courage. And the divine is asking you or your person to listen deeply, because some of y'all are not absolved from criticism and absolved from wrongdoing. Some of y'all, yes, you may have walked away, it was toxic, and you did the positive thing. But some of y'all might have had a hand in the dismantling of this situation. You might have felt it wasn't in alignment, but the other person might have felt the same thing. Ooh, what this silence is deafening. Hold on, y'all. Some of y'all thought by you walking away, this person was going to chase you, and they didn't. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I'm a reader that keeps it real. And some of y'all might have did that. Y'all walked away with an agenda. You didn't just walk away because like you're tired of this nonsense. You walked away to try and get them to come to. I ain't judging because I done that. All right, I'm done with this reading. I'm at 20 minutes. It's gonna take forever for this to upload to my phone. Final messages. Final messages for between you and your person, whoever you're thinking of, and it wasn't completely and utterly toxic. If he was beating on you, this ain't the reading. That ain't your person to begin with. Don't tolerate less than you deserve. Point blank, period. That's for you and your person. As I was saying, we don't do physical abuse over here. We don't do straight manipulation and verbal abuse. They called you out to name over every day, controlling and all of that. That ain't your person, and that ain't who I'm talking about. You might have to find another reader. Not I, said the cat. Not I. I don't do that. Persevere. Leave no stone unturned. So you might have to look at everything from all angles, or your person needs to look at everything from all angles. Like I said before, some of y'all or your person may be stuck and how things have always been and how they were raised and have certain viewpoints and belief systems that's just not working. And they're going to have to dig a little deeper about themselves, about the relationship, the breakdown of it, and the whole nine. Be present in the moment and then forgive themselves, forgive the other person. Y'all need to forgive the other person. The other person needs to forgive you. A whole nine. This may or may not be your forever partner, but it looks like this relationship could be salvageable, but there is work to do on both sides. Because both of y'all was lying to yourselves with this illusion. Both of y'all were out of alignment. Some of y'all were out of alignment because you weren't in alignment with yourselves. Make sense? So the separation was necessary. In order for things to move forward, you had to separate, go to your separate corners. It doesn't matter if you were sitting there dating other people after the fact. All right, I'm leaving this alone. This is taking forever. 22 minutes, 23 minutes. Like the video. It's a wonderful donation to the channel. If you made it this far, put a purple heart or a pink heart, whatever the color this is. What is that, fuchsia? Let me know if this story resonates with you, if this reading resonates with you. I'm Abundant Empress Tarot. Subscribe, like, share, comment. Until next time, bye y'all.